tariffs. Tariffs are good for America for several reasons. And so we're going to go into many of the great benefits of having tariffs. I'm Greg Allison with Green Gregs. And so ahead and you. So please watch and subscribe. Bang the bell. All right, guys, so let's get all into this. So Milton Friedman, economist, once wrote a lot, including his book Freedom to Choose, about the virtues of having free trade and how that basically if you're getting products for next to nothing, then you're getting the value of that lower cost labor into your country. And he thought that was a gain. And if that was the only thing going on, that might be true. But there's a couple of items that really change that dramatically. One, our primary trading partner has been China, and China has used the profits that they have gotten from our trade with us to build up a vast military that we're going to have to maybe go into war with one day. We may have combat with it. We've got to spend a lot of money on our defense to compensate for the money they're putting on their defense. Now, granted, a lot of our money is wasted. We could do certain things to be more efficient, but still, we've got to compensate for what they have spent there on their defenses in order to maintain some security here. So there's that aspect of the expense that wasn't accounted for, and that's an extra tax on you. Now, all that said, another thing is that we got to pay taxes anyway. You know, you're going to pay taxes one way or another, where you pay it through the price of the goods you buy, or if you pay it through your income tax or some other tax method. The taxes are going to be paid one way or another. Now, indeed, we're borrowing a lot against our future, but now we're paying $1 trillion a year in interest. We're paying more interest than we are for our defense budget. We got to do something about our debt. And a lot of it may be in getting our government more efficient, but we've got some real severe problems there that we've got to address. So now, all that said, like I said, you're going to pay the taxes one way or another. So why not? See, that's another thing. People always talk about fairness, that the rich pay more. Well, rich buy more stuff. So if they're paying the taxes that everybody else is paying, they're buying more stuff, then they are paying more, aren't they? So you see the fairness of it? You only pay what you're willing to spend. And you can pick and choose. But there's a couple of extra benefits here that a lot of people don't take into account. For one, a lot of companies and countries are now talking about investing heavily in the United States to avoid these tariffs. We're talking something on the order of $10 trillion in investment in the United States. This investment is money that's going to be spent here. It will be money hiring people to build factories, good paying jobs, and lots of them. And then when these factories start operating, you're going to have a bigger tax base. You're going to have a bigger gross national product. See, that is something that people don't often account for. This will be a huge benefit of tariffs, a much larger gross national product. That is not trivial, my friends. So we got investments coming in the United States, $10 trillion in investments, and maybe going up. And we've got an expanding tax base, an expanding better employment opportunities for Americans. And hey, we may have to import a few people with maybe an H-1B visa that are qualified for the jobs that we're going to need. And maybe robotics will make up for some of it, because, you know, some people think robotics and AI is going to replace the workforce entirely. I don't see that happening anywhere in the near future, anytime in the near future. But what I do see is, I got my cat with me here. He's running off. He likes to follow me out here. That's Freddy Cat. So, let's see, is this new opportunity for employment, new opportunities for the working class, new opportunities for people to better their incomes through all these new opportunities. But also, like I said, with the expanding tax base, that means more money for the U.S. revenues. It means that we can do better on paying down our debt, hopefully. That's what we really need to do, is pay that debt down. So, so when you look at it on a whole, I say the two biggest benefits is, one, we're going to decrease the amount of revenue available to China for building up their military to compete with us. We're going to better our prospects in that regard. We are going to look at that big juniper tree there. That thing is ancient. We are going to, they grow very slow, and that one's big. Ancient. We're going to better our prospects quite a bit in that regard. Help our balance sheets and help us build our own. That's what's important. We need to build our own military. And another thing is, if you fight a war, you need to have a production base to do that with. I guess we thought all the wars was going to last 5 minutes or something. That, you know, you shoot everything once it's over. Well, now we see the war in Ukraine. That's nowhere near true. You will need a lot of ammunition. And we don't have the production capability yet. So let's hope we build that so that we can defend ourselves if necessary. Let's hope we don't have to, but if necessary, that we can handle these kind of things. That's why we need a strong industrial base. That's why we need to re-industrialize, and that's what tariffs brings us. It brings us a way to re-industrialize, basically paid for by other countries. So now the question of, oh yeah, there's one other big benefit. It looks like it can make the dollar a lot stronger. This is huge. This may save the nation. This may be the best yet. It may save the nation by making the dollar stronger, because it looks like this is going to create a demand for dollars, and it may preserve the US dollar as the world reserve currency. Having the dollar as a world reserve currency is the only thing that's keeping us from going Weimar Republic when we print money, and it's been the means that have enabled the United States to be in debt like we have been for so long. So it is the way that we've maintained this country. So we couldn't do it without having the dollar as a world reserve currency, and we're on the verge of losing it. It may be that tariffs will be the thing that will save the dollar. Tariffs may save the United States of America in many regards, from war, from loss of reserve currency. And hey, it's fair when you pay for stuff through your taxes. But look, if the dollar gets stronger, you're not going to see it in the price of goods. You're not going to see it at all. In fact, as all this other money has been transferred to America for building and investments and other things, all this money comes from all these other countries. My friends, we may not notice it. You know, Trump invoked tariffs on China in his first term, and Biden doubled down a little bit on it. Have you seen that in inflation? No. I'm not saying there won't be inflation. There may be. There's plenty of other factors that could cause rampant inflation right now. But this might be the thing that averts that. This might be the step that's going to save the United States of America. Yeah, tariffs. Imagine that, eliminating income tax. Wouldn't that be nice if you can get rid of income tax? So all your tax is voluntary, that you don't have to pay taxes on stuff. This critter den right here. Wonder what that is. Anyway, my friends. Yeah, I'm here in Arizona, taking my little walk about here. Hope y'all enjoy the scenery here today. So you get a little added benefit with my walk and talk. Different scenery than what I used to show y'all in the woods of Alabama. I just walked down one wash, and now I'm walking up another one. Nice big juniper trees. So this is what we're talking about on my property here in Arizona, my 40 acres. There is ample opportunities for America if we evoke the tariffs. A lot of people don't want to see them, and they're throwing out dispersions. This is exactly what we need. Tariffs. Tariffs will help get rid of taxes, lower taxes. Hopefully we can get rid of our income tax and have a much more prosperous country. So, quick round, you can see Freddy Cat checking out the juniper. A little waterfall area here when it's wet. Got another one up here with a big juniper tree in it. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Leave your comments below. Do you agree with me that tariffs will be good for America? We looked at it from the standpoint of taking money out of the defense industry, or the military, I should say, not really defense, the military of China, of giving us to build our own. of changing our tax structure where it's not income tax, and of strengthening, reindustrializing America, and strengthening the dollar. These are all good things. These are all things that can really help our country survive. Without them, we may not make it. If business as usual, if we keep going down the same road, the United States, we'll fall off the train in the United States. We would cease to be a country soon. We would go bankrupt. But Kitty Cat says, hey, as long as I can find a mouse. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Greg out.